Okay, before we get started today, I have a special announcement. I want you guys to like, comment, or subscribe. So everybody know I am the way I am about my faith and the way that I proclaim to be. So this is not an act, so you can't assassinate my character because I'm not acting whatsoever. This is me and this is who I am. So I said that to say if I ever hurt you in the past, I met you in a different life, then I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Other than I apologize a million times. If you was a girl and you felt I gave you a false promise, I'm sorry. Let's move on. If you're a guy, if you're a dude and you playing on my telephone for whatever reason, I don't want your girl homie. I got enough trouble with my own. If she need a shoulder to cry on, though, I do got some homies, and they will take care of her. So quit playing on my phone and leave me alone. But if y'all just want to be fans, if you want to come on the show, just hit me in the DM, hit the homies in the DM, and we got you. I promise. There's no animosity. You can ask us what you want to ask us. None of us stuck up, but if you play on my phone one more time, I'm gonna hit the celebrity homies. They gonna fly to Hawaii and pay her rent for a month, and you already know she leaving in. So if you gotta check her phone and do all of that stuff, then prayer, she's not the one for you if you don't trust her. Go check her oil, check her tires, don't check her telephone. Now let's proceed with today's.
That's what I'm talking about. What's today's topic? We got Trump. What's up? The election. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a Trump guy all day.
Here we go.
Trump. Nothing against Kamala Harris. I just don't like your views. So your views can't change overnight because now you're running for president. The Democrats, y'all suck in my opinion. Don't cut me off, YouTube. But they designed to brainwash the black people, and the black people don't even see that. Is why she's running with the race thing now. Is why they think they can wear African attire and that's acceptable and everything is okay. Is why every 4 years somebody of color get killed and is blown out of proportion. Is why they want you on welfare and food stamps and all of this other stuff. So I just can't rock with things like that. So me personally, I believe that you need to work, you need a job, and nobody else shouldn't be the ones that taking care of you. So I'm pro-Trump all day, every day, and I don't care what you think about me.
Okay, so here's my question about him. So how do you feel about him? How he have? Okay, so yesterday on the Shade Room, they said something about it was a small clip how he was saying that people with feelings shouldn't vote, but he got 34 counts.
Right.
So how you feel about that?
So what I think is that this is social media. We're in a social media world. We're in the AI world. So you don't know what's real and what's fake. But I do know when you got actors, actresses, and everybody in the world against you, then you're doing something right. So I think they're trying to set them up for failure. The felonies and all that is real. I'm a felon, so I'm pro-felon too. So I'm voting for Trump. Go ahead.
Oh, that's what felons are. But what I'm saying though, like, it's unfair. You're a felon and you're running for president, but you telling people who are that they can't vote.
But what I'm saying is, do you know if that's real?
It's real. No, it's real. That's a clip. It's real. It's real. He said that out of his mouth. Even though there's AI, he said it out of his mouth. So how you feel about that? Because me, that's some BS.
No, if he said it, then yeah.
That's some BS. And you rooting for it, right?
And I'm still rooting for Trump. You got to go for policies. You going by what Americans.
But look, no, I go by policies too. But what I'm saying is the issue that he giving the police. Mm-hmm. I don't go by that.
Now I don't agree with giving all cops immunity. I don't, because you do have, like we said before, you do have some bad cops. But I still believe that it's more good cops than bad cops. No. And again, I can tell you this as a felon. Every time I followed the rules and did right, I never got in trouble. I never got arrested. But I had one instance that we're not going to talk about because I don't want to come back.
Right.
But that was the only issue. Other than that, every time I followed the law, I ain't have no problem.
I followed the law. I still got arrested. Knocked on my windows, let them down, throw shit in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, But I'm saying like there's other folks who have the same problem. Sandra Bland, what's the one who just passed away? So Sonia.
Sonya Bassey.
Right. So
And
I'm
again, I
saying
just told you it's election year.
I don't want to hear that. So in my opinion, I don't like either one, but at the same time, I know Trump, he's a good businessman, but as a leader, he sucks. He sucks, in my opinion, because you will if you're gonna be a leader, you want to set an example for other people. Like so, all the rudeness and stuff to me, that's not a leader. You're just a jerk, in my opinion. So I wouldn't want nobody being no jerk as my leader. That's my opinion.
So
I wouldn't want anybody that solves like problems or world issues with violence. That's what I don't like about him.
Right.
I feel like he creates a lot of chaos. I mean, I'm not going for either. I don't like Harris either. I don't like Trump. I feel like we're screwed either way we go.
I agree.
I just don't like the chaos. I don't like our schools being unsafe. I have kids, and I want more like safety. And I feel like with Trump, we don't have that. Like he keeps just the world chaotic.
Yeah, I got one comment. So about that. So like anytime when when he was president before, you got all those folks, KKK, they get all bold and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like now, he about to become president, like she's saying, and then like the gun stuff. Like I feel like that rally he had with the gun popping in the air, that shit was staged to get votes in, and then
set up.
Yes, to get votes.
If somebody wanted to kill him, they would have definitely did it.
Thank you.
So let me ask y'all a question too. So now we're talking about a high seat in the U.S. as a president. So now you're dealing with presidents of other countries. So what's going to happen when you talk to somebody in, let's say, a China or North Korea or even in the Middle East somewhere, where they say, okay, I don't want to deal with a woman, period.
I agree on that, Stan, because just like like you got the little 1900, like I said in the comments, and I respect that, like men should be in charge.
Right.
So as other countries, they see a woman in charge, I'm like, y'all
Right.
joke, you know what I'm saying? Because most countries, the men are in charge, and they have about 9, 12, wives, you know what I'm saying? So I agree.
I definitely don't agree with that shit. No. I think women are more logical when it comes to running a country. We're more emotional, which is why they kind of say, oh, women shouldn't rule the world or whatnot. But I always think behind every good man, there's an even better woman, because we're the ones who make you guys great. So I definitely believe women can run the world and be president. I just don't think Harris is it.
Yeah. So you're not voting at all?
I mean, I still have to vote because that's my right, and I preach that to my son because my dad's an immigrant coming from Peru. He's not able to vote. Just with all of that, so out of respect of my father and his struggles coming down here to the U.S., I do still practice voting. So I'll vote. I just don't know if it'll be
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going against him.
Yeah, I'm voting for Trump. And if you want right policies, you vote for Trump. If you don't want girls and boys sports and all that craziness, vote for Trump. Because that's what it boils down to, right or wrong. So I'm not here to say, I told you I got my issues, so I'm not super holier than thou, but it's about right and wrong. So I don't want my kids going to school thinking that same-sex marriages and agenda is okay. Because my personal beliefs, and again, I'm not judgmental, but my personal beliefs is that's not cool. So if that's not cool with me, I don't want that on my kids.
I agree.
So I'm voting for Trump with that, the abortion stuff. Come check out the folks at Southern Thackeray.
Hey, I got one more question before we move to the next topic.
Okay.
So how do you feel about this situation? So if Harris becomes president, what's gonna happen? Another January the 6th issue?
If she become president?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Civil War? None of that? Civil War? You don't think none of that?
I think So this is just being honest. So I do think what you said that Trump relates to
Violence.
not violence,
What?
the crowd that he relates to, the good old boys.
Yeah.
So I do think the good old boys will be upset, but I'm gonna be upset too. So I don't. That's why I'm telling you. I don't think it'll be a all hell gonna break loose, all this gonna break loose. But I do think some stuff gonna be said, some things gonna be done. But I think the way social media now, the way that they putting all that stuff in the air, is why I said you gotta do your research and see what's right. Overnight, Kamala just switched her views. Come on, man, stop it. She just switched her perspective on how she views certain laws, and now it's about race and gender. Come on, man, you think the people dumb, so you talking to them like that, you speaking down on them.
Ain't look good.
It's bomb. It's so bomb.
Feel like I got an appetizer. I
You
mean,
did.
I
You
do.
always get a little
I
kick
do.
meal.
I
Always
know,
get a little kick meal.
but I always get the fish and shrimp.
Hey, if I get that, I'll be sleep at work.
I only eat half. It's always too much.
Okay,
So
next
I feel
topic.
with like
Oh.
I understand what you say about not foreseeing the whole LGBTQ community thing
Right.
at schools and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I don't like it around my kids too, but I feel it's our job as parents to talk to our kids and explain different like relationships and stuff like that because I don't discriminate. You know, if you're that way, that's your way, then cool. You know, I'm not gonna treat you different. I'm not gonna treat you different, and I want to raise my son to be the same way because I don't want him to think, oh, because they're this way, it's okay to be mean to them or treat them bad. So I think it's just upon us as parents to have conversations with our kids. So,
I agree,
I agree.
and that's why I say I don't want this to come off like I hate a certain group of people because I don't. That's not what it's about. It's just my beliefs and what I believe. So, like I always say, if you A B C D E B L B G, if you any of that stuff, and you afraid to come out of the closet, then that's a you problem. So deep down, you think something's wrong with that. So that's why you hide it. Because if not, you'll be around here like the rest of them for Pride Month and all that crazy. So I just don't want my kids growing up to say, okay, this is okay, because it's not okay. So the rules that I live by are different than a set of rules that the world lives by. Does that mean I'm perfect? No, it's just some stuff that I'm firm on and I'm gonna stand in my beliefs on, and that's one of them.
so do you think that people who are not open about their sexuality, why do you think they do that?
Uncomfortable.
Like why people hide?
Fear?
Because they fear. They uncomfortable. So I know some folks they might do it because they are scared of what others might think of them, judgment. You know,
Yeah.
uncomfortable, scared.
But what I'm saying, if like you shouldn't care if you say I'm this way.
True, but what about the true? But they also think about their family. What would their family think about it? You know, especially the dad. You know,
Right.
you know. That's my opinion
Like
on it.
family members, maybe like how people see them,
Yep.
maybe what people like maybe like receive of them, maybe and I don't know.
But it's so the ones that I know, right, male and female, but the ones that I know that are like that, 99% are like that because they were touched, they were
Right.
molested.
Right.
It's only a handful that I know that were touched and they just became like psycho after that, which is different. But the other bunch, the majority of the bunch, felt like it was their fault and that they this way because of ABCD. So
Yeah.
that's why I say that like you're dealing with a spirit. And if that's the case, then just say, hey, this is how I feel, like I need help. Whatever the case, you could tell that to anybody, your pastor, your teacher, whomever you look up to, one of the big homies, whomever. But you hiding in a closet is like different. And you messing up the population. Because now you're talking STDs, you're talking all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So you sleep with a man and then you want to come home and pretend to sleep with a woman? Like, no, man, it don't work like that. You like what you like, that's your business. But understand that it's a spirit and it's not a physical thing. That's all I'm saying. That's why I want y'all to know I'm not judgmental. It's just my beliefs. So I don't want my kids growing up thinking that's normal or anything here and there. So I'm speaking this in love. So keep all your curses. I rebuke all of that in the name of Jesus too. Keep all your curses over
Watch
there.
out now.
Keep all your curses over there. I'm speaking to y'all in love and not in hate.
Next topic.
Next topic.
All right. The next topic. So, a viewer asked us to speak about this topic. How long should you wait before you propose in your relationship?
I think if you know, you know.
I agree.
Yeah.
But how long does it take a man to know?
I think you know instantly.
Right? Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Me by heart. I know like some men, I don't know why, but they want 10 years, stuff like that. But me, it's by heart. But like if I feel forced, all I'm just gonna do is just push it back more. But yeah, mine is by heart. But like I know instantly. You
Because you
know
know when you meet her, okay, I want a relationship.
you know what you
I
want.
want
If you got it.
long term.
Yep.
I want a one night stand. Whatever the case is, you know what you want right then and there.
Yeah.
Man,
So
it's the
it's
first
not
time in
Yeah.
a long time I agree with your ass.
That's the first time I think we all agree.
Right, because man, we all on the opposite side.
We're finally on the same page.
How would y'all get married though? If you had to, like, would you like go to a courthouse, have a big wedding on the beach? What's your dream wedding?
So
If you have one, I don't have one.
don't really care. I don't like, because like I said, if you with this person, then what really matters is the signature and the legal stuff.
Yep.
And then y'all saying I do in the eyes of God. But the big weddings, like, and I don't want to go back to like thinking negative, but I always think when you spend all these monies on this big wedding, that stuff don't last anyway.
It'd be
So
long.
it's like a waste of money.
Right. Yeah. To me, I look at it as a talent show.
Right.
For one day, you spend all this money for one day, and then you got to pay it back $30,000. You know, other than having
Now,
a small wedding.
if the wife to be want that, then
Right.
know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
gotta please her.
Right.
It's your job, so you say okay. If she won't feel like a queen or a princess for that day, then be flawless for this day. You got that.
Yep. I agree. Okay. I had another topic. I heard this. My other topic was about churches.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you go to church?
Yeah.
I'm sure we all do. I watch church online. I know y'all go in person.
I
So
go,
physical building. Yeah.
Sing the choir.
I'm singing this Sunday.
So what you?
A back to school special.
So you a soprano or?
I'm an alto.
Oh, okay. Which one was? I told those the ones. Which ones with the sweet voice?
It's the high
The
voice.
high-
high voice,
Soprano.
okay,
Yeah. I'm like one.
Yeah, that was me as a kid. When I was a kid, I used to be in the choir and I used to make my voice sound deep so the crowd can hear it.
So you were a what? A tenor? Bass?
Yeah. In the youth
I
choir.
know it's very white. You telling me this?
but once I became a teenager, I stopped going, but I still go now. But I watch it online. But you know, like as I get older, I see how most churches they're like scams
Why do you think that?
because like it's obvious. Like you spend all this money just to glide around the church from the top to the sanctuary. Like really, there's other things you can spend the money on, and then you see how some videos, how some churches like how like on I don't know if you've seen it, have y'all seen these or not, like videos, how some churches be doing stuff to the members, and they be acting like they got the Holy Ghost and shit, and they be hitting them beside the head real hard and stuff like that. I'm like, man,
Doing all that.
I'm like, man, well, yes, you're dumb. I'm like, man, come on now.
That's because you're looking at the fake church.
No.
So
My church, I love my church. I go
Spirit,
to.
then
Yeah.
you got then you gonna have what's the word I'm looking for, man? You're gonna have clarity. You're gonna know what's real and what's
Right.
not
Right.
already.
Yes, I agree. Yes, yes.
So
our
when you
churches
go-
are not bad churches.
So when you go to any church, God's gonna give you the discernment to say this is real or this isn't real.
Right.
So,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, when I see churches now like that, I think of the dude from Morton, Reverend Ronnie Lust.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Pam's cousin.
yeah. Because all I see now, I'm like, man, y'all just be
But
scamming
people
people.
that even look for like church homes, you'll see them going to from like church to church, to different church.
Right. Yes.
So the reason I go to the church that I go to now is why you gotta have a relationship with God and not a relationship with the people.
Right.
So if you going to church because you say, okay, this is a mega church.
No,
or
I
I'm
don't do
going
that
to
all
church.
that.
No, I know not you, but I'm
Yeah.
saying in general, if they say, okay, I'm going to this church because this is a mega
Popular.
church,
Yeah.
or this church is popular, then you already list of why you're going. Or I'm going because I don't know, Reverend so and so preaches like real good. So now you're putting a man on a pedestal, and he's bound to fall because he's a man. Nobody is perfect.
Right.
And if your pastor is real, he's gonna tell you that. He go through the
Right.
same stuff you go through. The only reason that he's able to speak about it because he was called, and you can't relate to the people unless you've been through what the people went through. So
I
that's
agree.
why I can talk to the youngsters now and be like, listen, this ain't the way. They got a prison for you, or they
Got
got a
Deacon
graveyard
Thomas.
for you. So this is why.
All right,
I've
Deacon.
been it. So this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when I found my church now, because I used to do the same thing. I hop from church to church, all the wrong reason. I really ain't had no relationship with God. I just wanted to go because it was mama religion or it was grandmama religion, which is
Yeah.
still not cool. Because their relationship with God is not your relationship with God.
Yeah. I have
And
mine
you
since
go
third grade.
there. So when you learn to know God for yourself, it's like, all right, I'm comfortable in my skin, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So it's like, nah,
Right.
because
Yep.
I know my relationship with God.
Me too. Yep. I have a strong one. Mine's been since third grade. I used to read the Bible from Genesis all the way down.
Right.
So yeah, I don't speak about it to y'all, but yeah, I have a strong relationship.
That's why I'm
Because
telling
most
you.
folks that ask how, they be wondering like how I'm so blessed. Like, I learned how to let my pride go away, and
Right.
that's,
Yeah, and don't hold any animosity. Like people say the same thing too. Like, oh wow, you're going through this. How are you still smiling? Or you don't look like what you've been through. Like if I were to sit here and tell somebody my life story, people would never guess, right? But I think having a personal